Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Chloe and I'm a teen mum to my little boy Jordan. So, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I'm actually going to be restarting my YouTube channel. I literally haven't uploaded in like probably 8 to 9 months, I guess. So I just wanted to come on here, basically say hi. And film a little video about where I've been, why I stopped uploading, and how life as a mum has been so far, and give you a little update on baby. I'm not going to be talking about my labour and delivery because I'm actually going to be filming another video on that. But yeah, let's get into it. My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. So first of all, I stopped uploading because about a month before I had baby, I came down with something called PUP, which is basically... Sorry, Jordan, mate. Which is basically a rash that goes head to toe. You get it when... You can literally only get it when you're pregnant. It lasts anywhere between like 6 to 12 weeks. And it's basically a rash that goes in your stretch marks. It's profusely itchy all day, it burns, it's painful, and my mental health just went downhill so quickly with it. I was upset all the time, I was moody, more moody than you are when you're already like 8 months pregnant. And I just felt ugly all of the time. I felt like I didn't want anybody to see me, I didn't want to get out of bed. It was absolutely horrible. It was a really bad time in my pregnancy, and it literally lasted from about 7.5 months pregnant to about 2 weeks before my due date. So I just wasn't in the mood to even get out of bed, let alone get up and film a YouTube video and put my rash covered body all over YouTube. So yeah, that's why I stopped filming. I was going to start filming after I had him, and I had every intention to start filming again when I give him birth. I'm backtracking to literally what I just said. The reason I didn't is because when I had him, like every other mother, I fell in love with my baby, and I just wanted to spend every single second of my life looking after him and caring for him, and I literally didn't want to do anything else with my time. Not that I had very much time anyway, because I had a newborn to look after, and if anybody watching this has a newborn, you will know how time consuming it is. It's still time consuming now, and he's 7 months today. But when you have a newborn, it is something else. So yeah, that's why I stopped filming and why I haven't up until now filmed. So let's start with a couple of catch-up questions. So birth went fine. I'll get more into that in my next video. First month was difficult because we were in and out of hospital. He had jaundice. I had a lot of problems with my placenta and stuff like that and my bleeding after I'd had him. So that was quite difficult. I'll insert a couple of pictures up on the screen now, if I can, of like pictures when he was 1 to 3 months old. So yeah, I had all the health visitor appointments, they were all fine. He was healthy, I was happy and healthy too. This was sort of like obviously after all of the hospital appointments and all of that was sorted out. My partner went back to work after the 2 weeks he had off for paternity leave, and I found that like a little bit stressful and obviously a bit of a struggle, because obviously you have so much help around you when you first have the baby, and then obviously after the 2 weeks it's pretty much on you, and I found that really hard. But my mum was actually such a big help. Like, she helped me with absolutely everything. She pretty much moved in for like the first half a month to a month of him being born, which was literally the biggest help I could have ever asked for. But yeah, that was the first bit. So I found it really easy settling in to being a mum, more so because there are a lot of babies in my entire family. So when it came to knowing what to do and knowing what they need and knowing how to do things, I luckily, I don't want to sound cocky, but every mum has a certain amount of like intuition to know what their baby needs and when they need it. But I felt very lucky to have been around babies a lot of my life and to have worked with kids, because it made me a lot less frightened to do things with him, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I found it really easy settling in to being a mum. So let's split this up into sections before I start rambling off about every which thing, and this video gets really, really messy. So sleeping. He slept very, very well when he was first born, but that was mainly up to the fact. So when he was about 5.5 months, 6 months old, I would start giving him, well, I have started, and that has been the same up until now, and he's 7 months old today. I think I've said that already, but yeah. He would have his dinner at about 5, half 5, come straight upstairs for a bath, a feed, and be put down to bed for about 6, half 6. And normally, unless he wakes up, because it's quite hot at the moment, for like a quick drink at like 3, 4 in the morning, he will normally sleep through until 6 o'clock in the morning, which is obviously really, really good. But that's the way his sleeping's gone. He did have a bit of a sleep progression at 4 months old when the times changed. The times, I can't remember if they went backwards or forwards, but the clocks changed at some point, and that threw him out for a couple of like weeks. But other than that, he's been fine. He's having a little bit of trouble napping at the moment. I say that he's over there asleep on the bed at the moment. Touch wood. Sorry, my camera died. I don't know where I got up to, but I think I was saying he was asleep over there in his sleepy head. But yeah, so sleeping's been fine. As far as breastfeeding, bottle feeding, all of that goes, I have breastfed. I do pump sometimes, like when I've gone out like twice. But I have pumped then and like into a bottle and given that to my mum so that she can obviously still feed him. But I've breastfed since he was born. I don't know, I just thought it was an easier alternative to bottle feeding. I could breastfeed, it was cheaper, it was easier, so that was just my choice. That's what I decided to do. Nothing against people that bottle feed, but that was just my choice. So yeah, he latched really well when he was born, hasn't had a problem with it at all. He latches fine to like breast and bottle, so that was actually really, really handy, because I was really, really worried that when I did give him like pumped milk in a bottle that he'd stop latching to me, or that he would be so used to me that he'd stop latching to a bottle, if that makes sense. Weaning. I started weaning him at 4.5 months, which I know is obviously like really early. People normally say to leave it as close to 6 months as you can, but I didn't wean him properly. I started him on like porridge and like baby rice and baby porridge in the mornings at the start, and then when he got to like 5 months I did it mornings and evenings, purely because he had reflux really, really bad. He had reflux since he was literally born. He'd throw up profusely after like every single meal. He then had colic and he just wasn't keeping anything down, and then I felt like he just wasn't getting enough of me, and he started to lose weight when we got him weighed at health visitors. So she told me to start him on porridge or baby rice, or alternate them, or whatever, in the mornings and the evenings. Mornings first. So I started him on that at like 4.5 months. And then at 5.5, it was literally like not even 5.5, like just after he turned 5 months, I started weaning him properly. So I introduced like mashed up veg, a little bit of mashed up fruit and pureed fruit and stuff like that. Purely because he had started getting weaned early with the rice and the porridge, he was then obviously getting hungrier for real food earlier than 6 months. So that was when I started weaning him properly. I started with spoon-fed food, so it was literally all pureed stuff that I'd just feed to him off of a spoon myself. But in the last sort of literally like only the last week, I started trying baby-led weaning instead, because he was just very alert and wanting to sort of feed himself. He was getting frustrated when I was trying to give it to him off of a spoon. He just wanted to hold it and do it himself. So that's what we're trying at the moment, and it's actually going really well. So I give him like sandwiches and carrot sticks and cucumber sticks, and basically anything he can just pick up and eat himself. We have had a bit of a problem with weaning in the last sort of month. I have given him eggs, milk and cheese. They're the 3 things out of dairy that I gave him, and he had an allergic reaction to all of them. So we've actually been referred to a specialist. We're just waiting on the appointment at the moment, but it basically means that me and baby have both got to go completely dairy free until we find out if he's allergic to it, if it was something else, what he is allergic to. But it was actually really bad. He came up in a rash all over. His breathing was funny. We had to call 111 and they had to call someone for us and sort it out. So at the moment we're just going completely dairy free, which means no cheese. For those of you that know me, I'm literally obsessed with cheese, like to a next level, so it is really sad, but you know, anything for the babies. So that's been his sort of journey at the moment with weaning. Progress. So he's meeting all his milestones, he's reaching out now, he's sitting up, he can lay on his front and back and roll over each way. He is starting to try and crawl, I guess, like he's trying to push up on his arms and his knees and moving them, but he's more standing, like pulling himself up to stand up and stable on his feet and wanting to stand up and move his feet and try and walk more than he is trying to crawl. So I don't know if he's going to miss out crawling completely and just go straight to walking, or if he's going to walk and then crawl. I don't know if some babies do that, but I know every baby's obviously different and does stuff at different paces. So that's that on that side of like meeting his milestones. As far as talking goes, he has actually started saying, me and my partner call them fluke words. So they're like words that we know he's not saying because he knows he's saying them, if that made any sense at all. I'm sorry if that was like absolute gibberish. But basically he's like been babbling, like going blah 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 blah, like that. Oh my god. Baby language basically. And then like daddy or like mama has been started to come out. That was probably like 3-4 weeks ago now. So he's done something like that. But recently he's been really trying to say cat, because my mum has a cat and he absolutely loves her. So recently he's been really trying to say cat, and he's been really trying to say mama. So they're the two words at the moment that I guess he's trying to say, but he hasn't actually said his first word. But he is only 7 months old, so I'm not expecting like full sentences. But yeah, that's about as far as I can actually probably catch you up right now. Yeah, I will do a Q&A on my channel at some point, probably soon. I want to do my labour and I want to upload this one, edit and upload it. I want to do my labour and delivery story, and I want to do a Q&A. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.